Okay, so video number 2. So what are the 3 places you should start first to try to reduce overwhelm and actually help yourself feel like you can move forward? The first place is be optimistic. Now, I know that's easier said than done, but don't let the fear set in. Find people who you can work with that you know that you can trust. Find out where in your community maybe you can find people to talk to and look at what they're doing. So let's look outside the industry. Let's say you have a chiropractor down the street, and there are a lot of chiropractors in town. Ask them, what exactly are they doing? If health insurance stopped taking chiropractic care, what do? They've done it. They've created packages for people. They say, here's our plan, and this is what I want you to do. Let's look at the dental industry. What are they doing? There's a dentist sometimes on every corner, and they're all doing well. What have they done? They have created a system where they tell people, you need to come in every 6 months to have your teeth cleaned. And they're showing preventative care. They're showing ways that they really care about the person, and they don't want you to have a lot of dental work. But they're also keeping them in their funnel and always seeing them. So if they find a cavity or something that needs to be fixed, they're in their practice. They're providing subscription model services, where someone, if they don't have health insurance that covers dental care, they're providing a plan for them that will save them money. So working with other people in your area, or even other audiologists that are right there with you, that are maybe in the same kind of setting, is very helpful. It helps with the chaos and the overwhelm, and it helps you to feel optimistic because you don't have to think of all the ideas. You can just try them. Or what if you take it on as an actual motivational piece for you to be with other people, like in our mastermind classes, where people are coming to the group with ideas. And, hey, I tried this. Do you want to try that? And someone else goes, I never thought of that. And that same person goes, you know what? You should try this. I did this before. And they're going, I never thought of that. Or at the end of a class, they can say, okay, this is what I'm going to work on over the next 2 weeks. I'm going to try her new plan. And now suddenly there's accountability. There's kind of some coaching that's going on. Have you ever been a swimmer or maybe even a runner? And if you're not on a team, you could probably cancel on yourself. Like Dr. Dawn McMillan said, the mastermind group keeps her more accountable because she's like, I can cancel on myself at any time. But because I know I have this meeting and I signed up for it, I'm coming. And I know they're going to ask me, did I do what I said I was going to do? So that made her more productive because she wasn't canceling on the stuff she said she was going to do either. And she's bringing a lot to the table, and she's receiving a lot of ideas. I want you to test billing models. That is a really good place to look into. If you're feeling overwhelmed and you feel like you need to figure out how are we going to take care of these patients and not let them walk out our door? Because that's one of the biggest concerns is we might do some great marketing, but what if they don't actually accept our treatment plans? And they say, oh, I'm just going to go down the street. I'm just going to go to the big box store. Oh, I'm just going to buy it online. We need to be competitive. But we also, like I said in the video before, we need to show them what we know. We need to show them that we're the experts, but we also need to be open-minded about our billing structure. Are we accepting insurances? If so, what insurances? All insurances? Are we participating with third-party providers? Are we participating with like VA agreements where we're doing the evaluations for the veterans? Are we going to only take private pay? Are we going to continue just being bundled, or are we going to itemize our services? And if you go back to your community and you ask those chiropractors and dentists, were they ever in the spot where the world was changing? Insurance came in. These bigger groups came in and started to box you out. What are you going to do? You could be an audiologist who's working at an ENT office and you're noticing that people are coming in for the ENT and they're getting the wax cleanings and you're testing their hearing and you find a problem, but no one's coming back for the hearing aids. And they're looking to you to try to make sure that you can generate enough for your salary. And you don't know why they're not staying. Do you need a new system? Do you need your people to ask these ideas of, what did you do? Do you need to just go through your database and start having events? Have you ever done that before? Have you ever needed to? The world is changing, and I want you to know that with all of this chaos that's going on and all of this negativity, you can be focused and positive. So start with trying to be optimistic. Find your people and look at your billing structure. With all of this and working together, I really know that our practices will thrive. We will be here because people want to work with people. They don't want to just buy some widget. And what if it comes in this nice, pretty box and they open it and they don't know the difference between left and right? Right? They don't know they have gunk in their ears. No one's ever looked in their ears. They put it in, it doesn't work. They don't have something that is adjusted for them. How many of us have ever created an individualized product for someone because their ears were so small, but they needed a power receiver, or they have dexterity issues, or they just need so much more than something that their adult son ordered online and then had shipped to them? There is a place for us in this world, and this is going to be okay. It really is. I can tell you that. And with EntreAudiology, we're trying to create something where you have a place to be and you have a place to learn. And in the next video, in a couple of days, I'm going to show you about the success path that I created. And so you have a place to go to either jump in the middle or restart from scratch so that you can see your practice flourishing. And you see the positive way that it's going, and it reduces your overwhelm so that you can do what you do best. Why did you go to school? To help people hear. And all this other stuff is complicating everything. The whole world is changing and it's complicated. But our profession, I can tell you, is not dying. Not yet. It's not going to die. Don't worry about it. It's going to be okay, but we need to work together. So I will see you in the next video in a couple days, and we will talk about the success path. Bye.